Radio.
What's going on, Miami? How y'all feeling
What's
out there?
what's going on? What's going on? You're on the record.
You're on the record with East Coast Underground. I'm your host, Mo, and I'm in the studio here with my co-hosts, Mike and Pablo. Say what's up.
What's up?
Hello, 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 beautiful people.
How you guys feeling?
We're doing great.
Awesome. And we have a special guest today in the studio in Jolt Radio today. If you guys don't know who Eden Gray is, I suggest you check her out. Say what's up. How you doing, Eden?
Hey everyone, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for being here. You know, we love you. Thank you, Jolt Radio and John and all the crew for having us here. We're East Coast Underground on the record. We're here every fourth, right? Every fourth? I always forget, right?
It's always
every
the fourth Thursday of every month.
The fourth Thursday of every month. And yeah, for those of you that don't know who Eden Gray is, you know, she's a Miami-based artist with deep roots in the experimental electronic music scene. She holds a PhD in music composition research from Royal Holloway, University of London. PhD, yes, that means she's extremely smart. We have a doctor in the house.
Yeah, 5 years now.
Wow.
It's been my 5 year since I earned the PhD formally. Yeah.
It's amazing. And if you're from Miami and you're into synth, you probably met her at one of the live shows at Synth Battle, or met her at CV Freaks, which is a modular meetup that she started back in Portland, right?
Yeah, in Portland 2013 when I first started working with Eurorack.
Wow. And she moved that event over here to Miami and been taking off, and really excited for you and everything. I know, Pablo, you've played also at CV Freaks.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, you enjoy it? There's been little modular synths there.
Fun vibes, yes.
Word. So, Eden, you know, want to talk about your connection with ECU and everything. You know, I know I introduced you to us through the radio shows that we were doing. And I remember Flo being really interested in your mixes. It was all ambient, and you know Flo, she's a Miss Ambient Fairy. And you guys really connected and everything, and you guys started talking, and she wanted to do a release with you, which your first release with East Coast Underground. When did that come out? A couple of years ago, right now? 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2022. Yeah.
2022. And the official release was, it's called Inherited? Interred? Interred. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a gorgeous tape release, and it has it came with a art book, which was, it's a beautiful project. If you guys are interested in checking it out, go on our Bandcamp, and there's still copies available. You can get a bundle where you get stickers and the tape and the art book. And yeah, if you're a collector, it's a great release. So how's your experience, working with East Coast Underground and having the release with them?
That was such a neat project because I've saved those drawings since I did my undergraduate in art, and it was just really nice to have them finally kind of published in a little book. Yeah, and with the photography of a photographer I really respect who I met in London, Alexi Monroe. So it was like a big collaboration, and then I had my friend vocalist Joy, who sings with Strauman, and she lives in Berlin, and she sang on the most beautiful track on that album. I just love that song. It's called Water Me.
Water Me. Yeah, I really like that release was awesome, and I remember we did the release party over there with MCR.
It was very
and
nice.
Shotgun. That was a great event that we throw. Shout out to Shotgun and MCR for that.
Yep.
And so working with East Coast Underground, and this is being on the record. Today's a special day for us.
It is. So, what's so special about it, though, Chelsea?
Well, we're preparing to release my album that I've been making over the past year, In the Forest of Fangorn. And it took me a while to come up with the title of the album, so that's what but I had made all the music, and so it's 10 tracks of stuff I made over the past year, except for the one Won't Stop is one that I found in my archives from, I think, 2019 that I never released, and I just really like the sound of it. I didn't find the original project, so I was just like, well, this is nice. Let's just put this on the album, too. Yeah.
You stumbled into something nice.
Yeah, so everything else is new, and it's all, a study of my modular synths and how I work with production and how I involve them. There are 2 songs on the album that are purely modular synth, which are Reflection and Starshade.
Wow. Yeah, it's a beautiful release. It's a, like she said, 10 tracks on the album. It's a CD, and you can get it also in digital. So it's, physical format. What we do in East Coast Underground, we like to give that physical format to people. And then, so what was your, you said you've been working on it for a year. Like, what's the inspiration when you put a project like a 10-track album like this? What's the inspiration behind all that?
I just love making music, so if I make tracks, usually I would release a 5-track or 4-track EP without putting it on CD or having a label release it. I just self-release it, and I don't, because once I release the music, it feels like I'm having a weight lifted off my shoulders. Then I can continue to work. So, but right now, this kind of excitement building towards a CD, because this is my first CD since 2010, because CDs kind of fell off, but
People still collect them. I mean, people are still
yeah.
buying the CDs. They're taking it from our catalog. So
Yep.
we have a few CDs out actually on the catalog if you want to check it out. But regarding your release, what genre of would you describe the release to people who've never really know the sound that you create? What would you say your genre is?
well, it's kind of like electro and trip hop, I guess. That makes sense, but kind of like with some different industrial kind of vibes coming in with the sharp sounds, and but it's just a big mix. It is very ambient, but ambient always with the rhythm.
Yeah, it flows. Yeah, I really like Cosmos that actually comes out today. And I mean, for me, your sound is very experimental. You can hear right off the back that this wasn't made. Not saying that it's a bad thing for all those people listening out there. This wasn't made on a laptop with Ableton. You can actually hear what goes into making this with the machines that you do use. So, what were the machines that you used on this album?
So I use mine, my own Eurorack, a whole bunch of different modules that I work with. But if you come to the CV Freaks, you'll see I bring in different ones. Usually I just bring my performance case, but I change modules now and then. Like when I wrote the review about the Schloppy 3 body, I put that one in there, and now it lives there. So I really love that module. And then started my professor job at University of Miami, and there was a nice system in there of AJH modules.
Wow.
So then I got to work with mine. I would bring mine in and then connect it with the one that's in there. And it was just a lot of, let's see. I also used, actually, we were talking about this, the Electron Rhythm on Rainshine. I used my drum machine. Sometimes
That's the little black one, right? The
Yeah.
Electron.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the new wave. I see a lot of the techno heads using that.
Yeah, I got mine 10 years ago. I love it.
And the vocoder. I love that machine, by the way.
Oh, yeah, the vocoder is amazing. So I used that on Rainshine, and I also used it on Dub Life, which you can't really hear it as much in Dub Life because I'm playing the vocoder with the Moog grandmother.
Oof.
And so it's kind of a very textural sound, but it's more for it just the texture of the sound than what the words actually are.
Amazing. And what's your workflow to when you're like, okay, I'm going to make a tune. I'm going to use, my rack or my vocoder or whatever, your grandmother. Like, what do you sit in front of your machine? Do you start hearing for sounds? Like, what's your workflow?
Yeah, so, I like to play the modular synth just all the time, exploring sounds and experimenting with patches and what I can do with my live performance. But then I record some of the stuff that I make with it too. And then I'm like, well, okay, now I can start to organize it into a track. And then it just takes, it takes some time and a little bit of organization, which I've gotten better at, luckily, because if your files go everywhere, it's just really hard to.
File 00123-5.
Yeah. The recordings, yeah.
Yeah. Great. And do you use any DAW programs?
Ableton Live
In live? Cool.
forever.
Shout out to Ableton if you're hearing. We are looking for
Robert
sponsors.
Henke.
Sponsors. Oh.
She is the modular queen.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
she
you.
is the modular queen of South Florida. I'll say that for sure. I mean,
Aw.
there's not a lot of women out there, making music like that the way that you do. I mean, globally, yeah, but what you're doing for the community down here, it's impressive. And yeah, I love it. I love
Thanks.
everything that you do, and happy that you're part of our crew.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I'm so glad too. Really nice to have an outlet.
So it's kind of interesting how the releases are coming out too, and I know you and Flo worked on this staggered this time.
Oh,
So
yeah.
kind of interesting. So as you notice, you'll see as it comes up on Bandcamp all through the month of June and into July, there's individual releases. So it just keeps you coming. We want to make sure you keep on coming back for all of them.
Yeah, and the release comes out August 1st.
I think it's end of July or August 1st, yeah, on the Bandcamp Friday, or it's just in time for the Bandcamp Friday in beginning of August.
Yes.
And today, Cosmos comes out, so go to Bandcamp and check it out. Little sneak peek of the album, and if you like it, yeah, please support. And the CD, the project's just beautiful, beautiful, and I can't wait to hear it out live and you perform it and
Thank you.
get some movement going. So, other than obviously the music and whatnot, what else inspires you? Like, are you other than other art forms, or are you involved in anything else other than music? Or it's just music 24/7?
I love nature. I love visuals. I love like AV. I really want to do like an installation one day or like an AV project because I don't do visuals. I try to, but it's I've never had any visualizer modules, and I really like them. But yeah, I love experiencing live music. I'm really inspired by that, like going to shows and hearing it loud and being part of this the scene is great here. Been to some really good shows since I moved back, so and I'm looking forward to the next ones.
So, speaking about the next ones, what you got coming up next?
Oh, okay. Well, my CV Freaks event is going to be July 19th, and that's going to be at the Boombox Warehouse where you guys had the electro party last month.
Shout out to the Boombox crew.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Mango and Les, man. Awesome.
Yeah, I love those guys. What they do for the underground, for sure. That's a great location for your showcase.
Yeah, and so they have a stage and a proper sound system, so it's going to be awesome.
Nice.
When we were doing it at Sir Thrifty, third space in Little Haiti, that's very nice, but
Shout out to Nasty.
oh yeah. But yeah, it was kind of just like there's no stage. So Bill Pedaway came on Saturday and he's playing with his back to everybody, but he really loves to play on a stage. So I hope he'll come to the Boombox too.
And you're also playing this Saturday for Ambient Miami.
Oh yes, the ambient night. So I played there once last year, and I went to see the night last month in May. So it was really nice. They've changed the sound system and they have visuals. It looks really nice. Yeah, it's a nice event.
Nice.
Supporting the underground always.
Right, and you're getting a full take on what we're telling you, what's going on in the Miami scene right now. Keep it coming, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of great things happening. A
Yes.
good amount of crew and people coming together, and now we know it's growing here.
It's great.
And Pablo, I think you're working on some stuff, are you? What you got cooking in the kitchen there?
What do we got going on? Let's see.
I know you got a release coming out.
We got a new release, too. We got a single.
Yeah, we got a single coming up.
Yeah, we got a single. This one's wild. You guys are ready. I'll take you on for a ride. This one's called Pills Republic.
Oh boy.
And it's dedicated to the People's Republic of China.
Okay, all right, a little political there. Nice word.
Maybe. That's where I got my kicks and my stuff. And my,
From China?
And my pills and stuff.
I mean, technically, a lot of our machines come from, thank you, the Asian culture there. We wouldn't have.
Shout out to
techniques and-
Fent.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fent.
No. And Mike, you're also working with something with Renee, right?
Yeah,
Lanebot?
I got a little something coming up with Renee. I'm doing a remix for him. He's got a release coming out on EC Underground. I think toward the tail end of July, it's going to be released, and we're really excited about that. So I'm excited about it too. I'll be doing some stuff that's going to be like 180 BPM, hang on to your hats.
180 BPM. Goosh, 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 goosh.
I don't know. It might be a half step. We'll see. Who knows what's going to happen.
I'm gonna try to squeeze in there in that back seat. there,
Bring it
but I don't
down,
know
bring
if
it
I- I
down
don't know if
just
I
a
can
little
hang
bit.
with you guys 180.
Shout out to Renee. We love
Shout
you,
out
brother.
to Lamebot. We
Lamebot.
love you. Strange
Yeah.
Bass crew.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to working on that this weekend. Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I can't wait to hear the samples.
Word. So yeah, we're this is on the record. We're East Coast Underground. Again, you can check us out on Bandcamp, Facebook. I mean, we're all over the planet. Check us out. Go on our website. Sign up for the newsletter. You'll know everything that's happening, all the events. I know that Flo right now. Shout out to Flo. We love you.
Flo.
She couldn't be here today, but she's working some stuff out in France, and you might see the East Coast Underground crew in Europe soon.
Yep.
So yeah, we got a lot of stuff cooking. And Miss Eden, for the first time, she's gonna DJ for us. I heard she has some vinyl and some tracks there that she's going to play some of her favorite tunes from electronic music, right?
Yeah, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to be able to play them because I don't actually have a record player at home.
I think it's funny when you see like producers DJ, they're like, oh, you got the, producers either they can't DJ or they
Right.
DJs can't produce, But I think just as the creative process, right? Music is music. You let the music talk. That's what I say.
Yeah, basically, I don't get any practice, so please forgive. I don't know how to beat match very precisely, but I do know how to.
Go
Put-
left and
put
right.
the
That's
push
all.
play.
Yeah, then sink it. Don't
But
worry
we know
about
you
it.
got the ear.
Oh, thanks.
So yeah, we're gonna load up, and thank you guys for tuning in. We love you so much. Thank you, Jolt Radio, for having us and letting us plug us East Coast
Thank you,
Underground.
Jolt and John. Thank
Thank you, Jolt.
And yeah, let's get on and popping. Let's get some music going.
Okay.
Yeah, keep talking. Keep talking.
So she's going to get all riled up and ready to go. And we're going to keep you going here. EC Underground on the record. Big shout out to everyone that tuned in today. Thank you so much for your support. What you got to say, Pablo?
Yes. You know what else I'm looking forward to? Last time we had ADJ up in here.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah.
There will be more international people coming. I just don't know when yet, but our door is always open for our crowd that's always supported EC Underground. Big shout out to Andy for being here last month. We had a really good time with him. We had a really great show at Boombox. Big shout out to that team out there. And there will be more shows coming to Boombox as well.
Well, he played some pretty nasty stuff on that mix that he threw down over here at Jolt Radio. That's like Pyramid Transmission stuff that he
A
played.
lot of
a lot of it, right?
Yeah, a
some
lot.
of that. Some of that's available at the online store, isn't it?
Yes, I have a Discogs online store that we sell exclusively for Pyramid Transmissions here in the United States. We're the only retail store that sells for Pyramid here. There's a lot of new stuff coming out from Andy's label, Pyramid Transmissions. Some of the stuff you heard last month was some of the white labels that are already being pressed, and those are test pressings, and he'll be sending me over the package here pretty soon. I think he's got about 2 or 3 releases coming that will be on our retail store shortly.
Man, I can't wait. I can't wait. Well, let's get on with this. Eden Gray.
Let's hear it, Eden.